Hey, Alida here for NERDSHOCK, and we're back with Basil the Wanderer in Guild Wars 2. So we've reached level 32 off screen, and before we dive into the third personal story chapter, I wanted to actually take a little break and look at the gear for Basil the Wanderer and of course the level up stuff. We can pick our elite skill and yeah, so since the next story step is to meet with Queen Jenna and start the Orders of TYRIA, I thought we should, get better gear and also kind of fix our appearance slightly. Because, well, Basil the Wanderer, of course, started out as a street rat. He became the hero of Shaymore. We did a lot of stuff, actually. So, yeah, let's get him ready. So I've already cleaned up my inventory from all the stuff that I've kind of collected in the map. And, for full information, I actually leveled up to level 32 by simply going through the Kessex Hills and just discover all areas such as waypoints. I didn't really do, I think I did 2 hearts, yeah. And I didn't do a lot of hearts. I think I did 1 or 2 dynamic events and just discovered the map, went through the map, unlocked the waypoint so I could travel there quicker when we need to be here, maybe in the near future, and just explored all the waypoints and then just returned to Divinity's Reach when we leveled up to 31, and actually on our way back I leveled up to level 32. So even though I think it's always a good idea to just hang on to your gold and really invest in great equipment and weapons and things when you're a higher level, but because leveling goes so fast in Guild Wars 2, sometimes you definitely your gear will be totally under leveled. So it's always good to keep your gear keep an eye on your gear and not get too under leveled with your gear. For example, now we're level 32. Let's take a look at our gear. I'm still wearing my gauntlets of level 18, and that's definitely not really smart. So today I wanted to kind of go to the trading post, because if we're buying gear via the armor smith, let's go here and do a very quick comparison. So if we buy our gear via the armor smith, we can kind of go to level 30 gear. Let's zoom in so that we don't see the guy on the raptor. It's all basic gear, it's all white, and even though this is level 30 gear via the armor smith, it's weaker than my level 20 gear, which is currently masterwork level. So you only have to imagine that, when we get access to rare gear at level 39, how much stronger actually, colored gear, so it says like masterwork or rare or even exotic and of course ascended gear is. So we won't be buying any more gear via the armor smith, and the same goes for the weapon smith. So we'll get our gear via the trading post. So what if you don't have enough gold? Of course, that means you need to save up gold, or for example, go to your material storage. In Divinity's Reach, everything is very close by. A lot of socialization going on if you're into that. And at the bank, we can take a look at your material storage, and for example take a look at some items you might not need to use immediately, or and you might think about selling. So that is always something you can do, but for now I don't need to sell anything, or there's not something I just did a whole. I sold a lot of stuff that I could sell, and now I'm in my bulk up phase. So yeah, but that's always handy, you know, when you go through the map, especially the starter map. You've collected some wood, maybe some onions, maybe some strawberries. You can always sell them, pull them out of your material storage and sell them via the trading post. Or if you get a better price via the vendor, sell them via the vendor. So the Black Line Trading Company, with the trader, you can take all your money and of course your items. You can't do that when you just open the trading post while you're in the open map without the trader. So let's pick out our gear first, and then take a look at our skills, and so that we, you know, are ready to start our story and the story chapter. So let's pull up the equipment panel as well. And now I'm just looking for armor that matches my level 32. So I'll go for buy items, and then I press the cogwheel. Rare, we don't have access to that yet. We'll get access to that when we are 39. So for example, of course you get sometimes gear when completing personal story steps and stuff, or maybe as drops, but we might need to take a look at rare gear and kind of make tweaks again when we're level 40, 45, probably. Yeah, depending on the activities we do in the open world, and if we notice that we're dying too fast or taking too slow to kill our opponents or enemies. So that's big masterwork for now. We are level 32. I don't like to buy stuff like that's higher than 32. Sometimes you can do that, for example, when there's this huge difference between items, or you want like an item that is only usable at level 35 or something, and it's truly really good. You could pick that out, but for now I'll just cap it at level 32 and around 30-ish. So yes, and let's go to the armor, and then let's see which chests are available. So now there's only one available, which is handy, because then we don't have any stress about choosing. But is it something worth picking up? So defense 99 versus 68, power 32 versus 19, precision. That's a stat that I currently don't even have. Of course, I have a minor rune of infiltration on my current chest armor, but a minor rune of the traveler +4 to all stats sounds much better, I guess. So let's pick this one. Buy. Then go to leggings. Well, the same goes for this one. You know, defense is 66 versus 46, power 21 versus +12 power, and I also have precision here. I also have minor rune of mercy on this equipment piece. Oh, sell, buy, and same goes for the gloves. Yeah, I mean, I still had like these gauntlets of level 18. Yeah, it's crazy. So let's buy this as well. The headgear. I was still wearing gear of level 14 when it comes to my helm. Wow, that's crazy. So yes, let's pick up this one. So there's no aquatic headgear available. Boots. Let's pick this up. Okay, shoulders. Yeah, this one is also better. Back item, no. We can take a look at accessories. Well, there are 2 earrings with some interesting stats, but they're just level 30 and they're pretty pricey. And for now, nah, it's not even worth looking into. So we can skip these. Don't buy these. Cost a lot of gold. Keep your money. The strong amulet. Let's see. We could pick that one up as well. It's not very necessary, but why not? Rings. Also, this 10 gold. No, don't do that. Don't. We could go for a strong ring. Let's withhold and not do that. Okay. Then we'll check the weapons. Well, I love my weapon combination. You know, my greatsword and my scepter focus. So I'll just focus on that. So for foci, you can always, you know, say, you know, sort on cheap or most expensive, but give me cheap. Precision and ferocity, all that growl stuff. Vitality and healing power. Precision and condition damage, and this one is more expensive, but they all have that growl thing going on. I'm not sure. Precision and ferocity. 28, 28. Yeah, let's just pick this one. And of course the greatsword. Price cheap to expensive. Precision, ferocity, growl, power and precision, vitality. I'll just buy the cheapest one. And of course scepter. Let's see. Oh, don't forget to sort it on price. Super cheap. Let's see. Let's switch the weapons. I don't really particularly care about the sigil of Grawl slaying, but let's go for power precision for the most cheap one. And then of course don't forget about your underwater weapon. I love my trident, so we'll get a new trident as well. Vitality, healing power, precision, ferocity, power and precision. Let's pick this one. Okay, let's pull it all out, take all, and then sell it off, switch it. So for the helm, yeah, this one, soul binded, which means only this character can use it, and we might get into trouble with selling the gear via a vendor, or maybe even destroying it or stuff, but we are unable to sell the gear that is soul bound via the training post. So be sure to keep that in mind. Yes, shoulder pieces. A leg armor. And boots. And our greatsword. Also soul binded. Then I'll change our focus and our scepter and also our mighty trident. Yes, looks good. Let's see. We've switched all our gear around except for amulet. So double click, soul binded as well. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so let's first head towards the vendor, because we can always sell to via the training post just by opening a window, but we won't be able to sell stuff to a vendor without actually talking to a vendor. So we have, we almost forgot to switch our chest armor. I thought it was suspiciously better than the other that we had. Okay, so this should be fine. The mighty chainmail gauntlets, we can sell these for 86. And this one we can sell as well.
Come here.
Mighty focus 0, so we need to sell it here, and also 0. And the strawberry ghost, we want to eat that one, so we will not sell it via the trading post. Okay, so this stuff we can all sell via the vendor. Act
with
focus. Let's press I. Yes, that's nice and clean. So now we're almost ready to meet with the queen. But as you can see, he's wearing kind of worn armor. And sometimes, if you've noticed, you know, if you're leveling up, you'll probably find yourself mix and matching all of these armor pieces. You pick up gear on the field, you get some via reward, and then it kind of, it's a mix and match. And that's, of course, you know, there's nothing wrong with mix and matching armor pieces to get a certain look, but maybe you're like, I don't know, it looks kind of off. So you can always look in the dye tab, and maybe you're like, well, it's kind of basic. I want to pick out a different color. I usually, especially when it comes to basic gear, I just put the ebony gear. That's also the color you can pick in character creation and just, you know, but if you're like, no, hold up, let's just put some gold somewhere. Oh wait, he's not even wearing his helmet. You know, you can give some accents or pick a different color. Maybe you're like, well, he's a guardian, let's pick blue color or something. And the great thing of Guild Wars 2 is that when you unlock a dye, it becomes account-wide available. So for all your characters, you can use a certain dye and then, you know, maybe get your unique look. And also, by unlocking a dye, you'll unlock it forever. So it's not like a one-use item, and then when you want to give it a different color, you're like, oh, I need to buy it again or something. It's unlocked forever. That's pretty nice, you know? So there are common dyes, uncommon dyes, rare dyes, and exclusive dyes. But if you're like, okay, you can always, you know, use paint or use dyes and use the exclusive dyes. Or if you don't really, you know, you can always kind of filter by hue. So that's a bit easier. To just get a certain hue, or you can pick by material and by set of show locked as well. So the ones with the little lock on it, I still haven't unlocked these. You can buy dyes via the trading post, sometimes in the gem store, but sometimes also just because other users are selling those, and you can get them via a reward. So yeah, a lot of ways to get your favorite dye or whatever, but I hide my locked ones because or else it's a lot, you know. But I still think he looks a bit scruffy to go on an audience with the queen. So if you don't really like the mix and matching when you're leveling, and you're like, well, you know, this armor piece has really great stats, but it doesn't really look great. You can always change the look of an armor piece. For example, let's say this helmet doesn't really look cool. Then you can go, let's reset because we did the colors. You can go to the wardrobe and click on the helmet, and then think, you know, I want a different helmet. And you can only unlock these skins by if you've owned the original item, if you own the draconic helm, or sometimes you get an unlock via as a reward. For example, if you open up a black lion chest with a black lion key, or you buy skins from the gem store. But that's a way to change, you know, like the look of your armor. Maybe you think this looks pretty cool, or you're like, nah, I want something else. You can always give your, you know, your gear a different look with the transmutation charges. But maybe if you just started the game, you don't have all these skins unlocked yet because you haven't found them yet. Maybe you didn't even buy anything. Maybe you didn't get that specific reward. And then having an outfit is quite handy. So an outfit changes the full appearance of your character. So usually you can only, well, mainly you can only toggle if you have your helmet on or off. And you know, you can get an outfit because maybe you've pre-ordered a game or edition, or you got them via a Twitch drop, or another different award. For example, this basic outfit with the Guild Wars 2 logo, or maybe the End of Dragons, or Heart of Thorns. Let's see. You're like, that's pretty cool. You can walk around like that, or with special events like this one. And let's see, this is, oh yeah, seize the awkward clothing outfit, which was a pretty cool event. You can also, let me look for it just a second. Maybe even get your town clothing. Let's see if I can track it down. Is it this one? No. Ah, yeah, common clothing outfit like this, just looking like a regular dude at Divinity's Reach. Yeah. Or maybe you're like, nah. I just want something more adventurous, so you can go for very like interesting or imperial outfit, or that kind of stuff, or more like this. But let's choose Rock's Pathfinder outfit. I think that looks rather... Does it look nice? Or is he maybe a little bit bulky? Or maybe go for truly, you know, he's called Basil the Wanderer. Let's go for the Wandering Weapon Master outfit, like this. Yeah, looks cool. And if you don't want an eye patch, you can always hide your helmet, and then it won't show on the outfit as well. So let's get the dice. Let's pick charcoal. Then you only have like 4 color ways, and then yes, I'm super boring with my colors. I'll just put charcoal on it, and then let's find something for the fur. Yeah, I'm not very no, in this case I'm quite basic, right? And maybe some country teal, or maybe glacial, or let's see, eucalyptus or something, because he's still a guardian, right? Like, put in some blue. Very, very, quite nice, right? So apply. He looks a bit better now. The same goes, of course, for your weapons. Maybe you're like, well, his weapons are a bit, you know, this one, the longsword isn't that bad. Let's see how it looks in game like this. Doesn't look bad. Neither do they, like, you can change these as well in the wardrobe. For example, like this. Let's turn them around. Maybe you're like, oh, get the other great sword, or maybe the Ebon Vanguard great sword, and then that kind of stuff. So, but for now, I'm not sure if we will be getting a new weapon, and every time you change that, you need to use a transmutation chart. So let's sit on that for now. But yeah, if you use an outfit, outfits need to be unlocked or bought, of course, but you don't need any transmutation charges to use an outfit. You just select one you like, and then you hide or unhide your armor or your outfit, and then you're good to go. So we also get, well, usually you just have your basic glider, but of course you can also pick, you know, a glider you might find more appropriate. So we could go for like butterfly wings or a cloud, or you know, let's see if we find like some. I really like this one. I think this one is more Zelda inspired, right? So I think that's a fun one. But I also quite like this one, the whole Brack. Oh, the Shiver Peaks Hunter Glider. Especially now that I'm in Gentile Wilds, I kind of like the whole, you know, the bear, the bit, yeah, wild stuff. So yeah, let's use this one. It looks more adventurous. And then you can also adjust the colors from this one as well. First, let's put charcoal, maybe white, or maybe eucalyptus. Maybe white frosting. Could that? Yeah, let's put it like. No, let's put it like, let's use the eucalyptus. Oh wait. Oh no, I've changed everything now. No. So what if you've picked a color and you're like, no, abort? Then you can always pick reset and go back and pick eucalyptus, apply. Also, coloring your hunter of your glider or changing your glider doesn't cost you any transmutation charges. And if you are like, well, I kind of like these colors, these are going to be his colors, you can always, you know, select add to favorites, so the charcoal, frosting, and eucalyptus, and then it's under favorites. And every time you kind of change an armor piece and you want to kind of put that accent back in of that color, use that color scheme for things, you can always use quick use this. You can always use, you know, the color picker to check which colors you are using currently and then transfer that over. But if you, it's just handier if you just put it with favorites. Let's see. Is there? Yeah, we still have our back item, and let's change that as well, because you can't be, you know, a wanderer and meet the queen without having this epic cape. So these are all back items you can choose. Oh, and again, this is like some back items you purchase, some you can unlock. For example, I really love this one, the Arene logo cape. It has some strange colors now because it copies the boring colors, but I really love this one. You first could only get it when you purchased the Aurene statuette, and it was so like an amazing statue and an amazing collector's edition. And of course, later on you could get it also. I think it was with an Amazon like a Prime reward or something, or it was a Twitch drop. I'm not really sure of it, or it was simply a reward. But that was really cool because when you didn't have the statue, you could still get the cool cape, and it was later, I think, given away with other promotions as well. But let's see which cape he could use. It's a little rough one, but I really kind of like the expedition cape because he is a wanderer. It's a little crude one, you know. It's not like really refined or something, you know, like maybe the sorcerer cape, or oh, this looks really nice. Oh no. Wait, let's just stick to the plan, the expedition cape. And then if I change the look of the back item, which is quite basic at the this time. It's just straps that you don't really see. But if I want to make it look like the expedition cape, I need to use a transmutation charge. So let's do that. And now it reverts back to the original colors. But my sword is actually sticking through. Sometimes I don't really mind if something sticks through an item and you've got these clipping issues. But now let me hide my weapons so that it kind of works better. I still want to, you know, change the color a bit. Maybe we can go the pick the vibe we did with maybe this, and maybe there's something where we can use the white. Wow.
I achieve things. I'm an achiever.
Nice. By applying dye, we actually got another achievement done for, let's see, nice, the adventure guide. And we got a whole load of experience, which will definitely help getting us to the next level. But let's take a look at him now. So, looks pretty good. I think, yeah, he's got his cape. Fits his purpose. So, we still have like the elite spec going on that we still need to fill up. So let's go back to the hero panel, training, and then take a look at which one we want to add. So there are already some skills available for us. So let's take a look. So we can summon the Hounds of Balthasar, or we can become a Reaper of Granth, or an Avatar of Melandru, or summon a Mistfire Wolf to fight at your side, which is at the start, I think this came with the deluxe edition of the original Guild Wars 2 game. I used to use that one a lot, and because I love it when you can kind of, I thought the look of the Mistfire Wolf was really cool. Let's summon him. And then he kind of fights with you, and then if that, as a finisher, he summons these little puppies, and then they all kind of crash into the enemy, which is really cool. But that's kind of all it is. So if you, you know, just for flavor, just for coolness, it's definitely a cool skill. Same goes with the Hounds of Balthasar and stuff. But you definitely want to kind of take a look at skills that are actually helpful. So we still need to kind of, you know, level up Zeal, which takes up 40 points. So we can make a decision here. We could use, you know, the Mistfire Wolf as an elite skill and slowly maybe save up our hero points again until we are ready to, for example, train Signet of Courage, or get a different elite skill. And to be very honest, I'm actually quite tempted to do so. Because we're currently at a phase in the game that isn't that, you know, it isn't super challenging, and you can get away with a lot of errors and not being super perfect. So I think we'll keep the Mistfire Wolf as an elite, and then we'll round up our Zeal, our specialization. And we can go to our build, and then we can take a look. So while you have Fury, your attacks inflict vulnerability, your power is increased, gain additional power while wielding a greatsword, and your greatsword skills have reduced recharge if you use a Zealous Blade, and Kindled Zeal, gain condition damage based on your power. Since I'm using like a greatsword and scepter focus, I don't really set people on fire a lot. Maybe with my profession skill, Virtue of Justice, but it's not a real big thing in my build, and also not in my strategy in the way that I fight. So I will be selecting Zealous Blade because I do use my greatsword a lot, especially when there are a lot of enemies coming close by. You know, I have semi-range weapon with the scepter, but if it comes to, you know, a lot of enemies closing in, I kind of like to switch over to my greatsword. So it would be super helpful if that means that my skills, my recharge time on my skills are reduced and I can use my skills more often on my greatsword. So the next one is symbolic power. Symbols do increase strike damage, which is perfect. I use symbols such as the symbol of resolution. So yeah, we don't have any other option to choose. It's an automatic one. And then we can move on to the third one. So spirit weapons gain additional casts and burn foes with their first strike, or lash out against nearby foes. When an A2 applied blocks an attack, it unleashes a mystic rebuke, or your strike damage is increased whenever your symbol hit a foe. Could be handy as well. But let's go with, even though, you know, I'm not really into the burning kind of stuff, let's, I kind of do like when my spirit weapon has an additional cast. So let's do that. So it went from 3 to 4. So, yeah. I think Basil looks nice, tidy, cleaned up to meet Queen Jenna. We've got our skill bar fully unlocked, and we leveled up our gear. We're definitely on point on level 32 at this point in time. And we're ready to head towards the third chapter, the Orders of TYRIA, in our personal story. So till next time.